Hey guys, recently I made this really healthy guacamole with tortilla chips. It was really nice, it would be perfect for a light lunch or like dinner or to go with drinks. Perfect. I started off with 2 whole wheat tortilla wraps that I halved and then quartered and then cut into 8s. You can use white ones if you want, but these have extra fibre, so they're perfect. And I arranged them on a baking rack. You could brush them with oil as well if you wanted. I didn't because I wanted to leave out the calories, or maybe season them with sea salt or smoked paprika or something, but I just left them as is. Then I put them into a cool oven for about half an hour, 160 degrees Celsius. Then I juiced a lime that I actually microwaved for 30 seconds first because that really renders out an awful lot more juice a lot more easily. So a whole lime into a bowl. And to that I added the scooped out flesh of 2 avocados. These avocados were quite woody, but it is Ireland in October, so it's tough enough to get ripe ones. To that bowl then I added 2 spring onions, just roughly chopped, and 3 cherry tomatoes, quartered. Next, I added the secret ingredient, this lighter than light mayonnaise. This is what I'm using instead of sour cream, and it really cuts the calories in half. This is 11 calories per tablespoon, and I used about 2 good heaped tablespoons. Next, I added about 3 chipotles in adobo sauce. Chipotles are smoked jalapenos, and they give a really nice heat and smokiness. Really cool. They might be hard to get depending on where you are, but if you can't get them, maybe throw in some pickled jalapenos. I chopped them up pretty fine because you want them to be dispersed evenly throughout the whole guacamole. And same goes for the coriander. I have a medium bunch of coriander that I'm going to finely chop, stalks and all, because again you want it to be really dispersed throughout. You might know this as cilantro if you're watching this from the States, but here we call it coriander. So go ahead and add that to the bowl with the rest of the ingredients. And give it a good mix. Add a pinch of salt, there's about a half teaspoon of sea salt flakes there. Mix that up again. And because the avocados were so hard here, I'm going to mash them with a potato masher. If they're ripe, you could just use a fork and it would be perfect. I wouldn't put it into a food processor though, because you do want it to be a little bit chunky. And once it's the consistency that you want, scoop it into a jar or another bowl or whatever you have handy. And to keep it from going black, guacamole will go black on top if it's exposed. You cover it with cling film. And not just around the rim of the jar or the bowl, you really want to press it into the surface of the guacamole so that it's covering the guacamole itself and that no air can get at it, because it will go black and disgusting looking. Then you can just store it in the fridge until you're ready to serve. To plate up, I just added the tortilla chips that are now really crunchy, some sugar snaps and the guacamole itself. These chips really are quite bland, but they're really all about the crunch. And the guacamole is strong taste anyway, but they're so crunchy if you just listen. Really nice. Really healthy too. So that's it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe below or follow me on Twitter or Instagram, and check out my blog at www.rookiecook.org.